Welcome once again back to the lab, y'all. It is your old Professor Pilk. And of course, if this is your first time, make sure you hit that subscribe button. They just did a big reveal of one of the newest Mega Evolutions, and I absolutely love the cinematics of this. Now, I will probably have spoiled it in the title sequence, but just in case I don't wind up doing that, let's just kind of organically get this, because I love this. I adore the way that Pokemon, his Pokemon Company, is doing the reveals of these new Mega Evolutions. This is awesome. And I'll be real, I'm going to go through this like I don't know what happened. Oh, I do know what happened, but I don't. I do know, obviously. But for those that don't know, I'm not going to spoil it because this was amazing. Now, if you do know, great. But if you don't know, don't go to the comments section because this is not what you think it is. I promise you that.
We heard this building gives off a strange scent at night, so we're checking it out. You got permission, right?
Yeah, let's head in.
It's kind of clue number one. It gives off a strange scent.
Huh? It's all melted.
Something smells sweet.
I'll get the door.
Now, let me just say real quick. When I first watched this, I watched a cut of this without any of the Pokemon in it or any of that stuff. Like, the reveal at the end was totally different for me. So, when someone was, like, I was watching this video, and I saw it on TikTok of all things, and since it didn't have any of the Pokemon or anything like that in the cut, it felt to me like a new horror game. And I'm kind of glad they started throwing the Pokemon and stuff in there because it does change the aesthetic quite a bit. It's less creepy. You at least know what you're getting into. But they did a phenomenal job here. Just a great job of animating this. I really hope the rest of the new Mega reveals are like this. I really, really hope so. Oh, the Pokédoll there at the end. They do drop little clues here and there, so if you are watching this organically and you haven't figured it out yet, trust me, it's actually kind of a surprise how this plays out, but
It's just
the obligatory jump scare. You just can't have a horror game without a jump scare.
Mm-hmm. Looks like a dead end.
Now, I will say, at this point, the editing is on point, the animation is on point, everything looks phenomenal. Absolutely, like, next level. So, once again, I am blown away by the quality that Game Freak is getting out of this. This is just an amazing cinematic experience for the reveal. It's only about 3 minutes long, so it's really digestible. They could upload this as a short, throw it on, like I said, TikTok is where I saw it. Like, this could go anywhere and just be perfect. Absolutely perfect. But like I said, I like the aesthetic of seeing it without the Pokemon, so the reveal's completely, like, it blindsides you. But if I'm honest, I understand why they throw all the Pokemon in there. Number one, it gets you prepared for the reveal. You know it's a Pokemon thing. They've done a lot of stuff to drop hints and things like that here and there. But also, it would almost be too scary for the average, like, kid viewing this.
Want to head upstairs? Huh?
And of course, worth noting, the character models look like a Pokemon game's character model, like a modern 3D Pokemon game's character model, but like brought into the next level. Like, I don't think we would get I guess maybe the PS, let's say PS. Whoa. The, equivalent. The Switch 2 could probably render something close-ish to this, but not like at 60 frames. I mean, because it's on par with like the PS4, but yeah, I don't think it could quite do this.
Hold on.
Would be amazing, but I don't think it could quite pull this off.
What in the...
I love the really, like, so they're mixing the horror elements with the Pokemon elements. I mean, they're really getting you involved in it. It is fantastic. And even watching it, knowing what's happening, like I've watched this a dozen times, and even knowing that all of this is happening, it still like somewhat surprises you. Because the way like the ambiance and everything goes, like it all is, it's very much like lulling you into a sense of, I say satisfaction, but almost like a sense of like calm, even though you're kind of on edge. So when the jump scares happen, I mean, they happen, even if you've watched this a dozen times.
You all right?
That was scary. And the smell keeps getting stronger.
Here comes the big reveal,
I'm
y'all.
starting to feel dizzy.
The lights are...
Now, if you don't know, don't check the comments. Just that little bar where the comment is, guess who it's going to be. Just put, I guess, blah, blah, blah. And we'll see if you're right, because it's coming up right now. You guys ready?
on in that room.
Here we go.
Whoa! Hold on! Wait for me!
That's right, y'all. It is Victory Bell. A mega Victory Bell. And I love the face on this thing. I adore this thing.
Here, this way! Victory Bell, calm down! You really made a mess of things.
So, lore-wise, if I recollect, let's go back here for a second. Lore-wise, if I recollect, I want you to look at the size difference between the Mega and the actual Victory Bell. So, if I recollect, in the lore, the Mega Victory Bell is supposed to be like double the size of the regular Victory Bell, or potentially more.
Here,
So this isn't like a full representation of its actual size.
Victory Bell, calm down! You really
They appear here about the same size, but if you actually read the lore, I want to say this thing's like, what? Like 7 feet, maybe something like that. I don't know. It's big, but the other one's like twice the size of it. And lore-wise, essentially what they're saying has happened is it's like so swollen with like the venom and whatnot that little, if we go back here, that little wrap that's going around its neck. Let's go back to the footage there, so we can get a better shot. So that little wrap that's around its neck is literally just restricting all the venom down in the body, and that's why the body is so
This way!
swollen.
Victory Bell, calm down! You really made a mess of things.
I love that. I love his derpy little face. So let's see if we can get a close-up of his absolutely amazing little face. So look at this thing. Now, I know a lot of people are going to be upset. Oh, Victory Bell is supposed to look big and scary and blah, blah, blah. I adore this. This is just, he's so unserious, and I love it, frankly. Like, fight me. I'm sure. I've already seen a lot of hate for this in the comments, and I get it. Victory Bell wasn't initially like a silly mod. It really, in a way, it does feel like they're not taking the Mega Evolutions very seriously at all. And I could see a lot of people being upset by that, because the Mega Evolutions initially were really awesome looking for the most part, and really elevated those Pokemon to like a brand new level. But my one criticism with the old school Mega Evolutions is that oftentimes it took Pokemon that were already really good and made them even better, rather than taking Pokemon that desperately needed some kind of a boost and, you know, bringing them to like a competitive level. So, yeah, it'll be interesting. But I love this dude's little face. Look at him. He's so silly. Hot take. I appreciate it. All right, so we've got to finish the video. That's actually another really good shot of him. Look at that face. I love it. That is fantastic. Next time we'll train outside, exactly. I hope they do the rest in a very similar fashion. This was just amazing, awesome. Let me know what you guys thought. I love it. The Victory Bell Mega Evolution, I know it's really silly, but and I was somebody that criticized Dragonite. Like I think Dragonite could have been better, and yes, it does feel like they're being terribly unserious with the Mega Evolutions, and that is a fair assessment. I will not deny that, but genuinely, I just appreciate this. I'm loving this. So let me know what you guys think. Did you guys appreciate this? If nothing else, can you at least appreciate what they were doing with the cinematics and the cinematic reveal and all that? I think if nothing else, you could at least appreciate that aspect of it because they've really, really gone overboard here. Anyway, guys, like, share, comment, all the good stuff, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.